Welcome back, football fans. It's time for College Football Pick on Season 2 from C-Rex Sports. And before we get started on Week 1's picks, I want to make my playoff predictions. 1 seed, Alabama, no doubt about it. 2 seed, Clemson, sadly, yes. 3 seed, Ohio State, and that's kind of a bold prediction, but I think it's going to happen. And 4 seed, Oklahoma. I don't think Georgia's going to be in the playoff this year because I think they're going to get upset somewhere in the season. Now, I have Alabama and Clemson for the third year in 4 years in the national championship, and I got Alabama winning it. Now for the Week 1 picks. The locks, Ohio State over Oregon State. I don't necessarily like Ohio State, and I have some friends who are Oregon State fans, but it's not going to happen. Ohio State rolls over Oregon State. West Virginia over Tennessee. This game at a neutral site stadium in Charlotte. West Virginia's got this. I don't think Tennessee's going to have a very good year this year. Number 3, Boise State over Troy. Troy has put up some good fights in the last couple of years against teams that they weren't supposed to beat. Clemson a couple of years ago almost beat them, but didn't. Boise State's a very underrated team. Boise State's going to walk out of there with a win. Number 4, Alabama over Louisville. There's not a whole lot to talk about in this game, but I'm going to say Jalen Hurts is going to start, and here's why. He started 28 consecutive games for Alabama. I do know that Tua is going to play, and I'm just going to say Tua because I don't know how to say his last name. He's definitely going to play, but Jalen Hurts is going to start. Number 5, Georgia Tech over Alcorn State. I don't really know what to say about this one except Georgia Tech's going to roll them over. Now for some additional picks. Miami over LSU. This game being played on Monday. LSU ranked number 25. We're kind of hoping they lose so that South Carolina can jump in and be ranked. Miami's got this one. Number 2, Michigan over Notre Dame. This was definitely a candidate for the game of the week, but it's not, and Michigan's going to win because their offense is good. Number 3, Texas over Maryland. This game at noon. Texas is used to the heat, though, so Texas has got this one. Number 4, California over North Carolina. Now, North Carolina, almost half of their team is suspended, so California is definitely going to win this one. Number 5, Florida State over Virginia Tech. Now, this one's tough because Virginia Tech's a good team, but Florida State's got it. Now for the upset of the week. I picked them last year, and they let me down, but I'm going with them again this year. Middle Tennessee over Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt has not been a very good team in the past couple of years. Middle Tennessee, this is the best shot for a team to beat an SEC team this week, and I think Middle Tennessee is good. Now for the game of the week. Washington is going to beat Auburn. This game's in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Washington's got it. They want the roof closed because they don't want any advantage for Auburn. Washington still got it. We'll see you next week for week number 2, and we've got a little bit of a surprise for next week. We're going to start doing NFL picks too. We'll see you next week on C-Rex Sports.